Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 6:48 a.m. It is Monday, the 22nd of May. Son of a gun. Thumbs up. It is. Well, it's not sunny. It's kind of, it's kind of gray outside, but you know what? It's nice and bright. In fact, the sun starts coming up right around 4 o'clock. How do I know this? I woke up today right around 4 o'clock. And the sun was coming in the windows. My side and my hip and my shoulder were just killing me. So I got up. I went to bed around 1. So I got like 2-3 hours of sleep. It's, hey, at least it was 3 hours, So I'm tired, but that's life. That's life. I'm not really doing anything the past couple days where I really needed to be awake. Well, that's not really true. I want to be live streaming, and the thing that stopped me the past couple days is right around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I get so tired that I fall asleep around 7 o'clock for 3-4 hours downstairs in my recliner. Done that now for the past couple of days, so I've got to take a nap beforehand. Try and figure that out. Maybe if I take a nap, but if I take naps at the wrong times, then I'm going to be missing absolutely everything that happens in the world. I'll be sleeping when my housemates wake up, and then I'll be awake when they're off doing other things, and then nothing will ever mesh up. So I can't just sleep asynchronously. So I'm trying to find times so that I can get things done and still sleep. We'll see how that works out. Also this week, I think the 27th or 28th, I'm finally going to go in and see the denturist again. My bottom plate is just insanely loose, and my smile is still, you see the way my teeth are like, which direction is it, like that? And then it accentuates the droop that I've got from the nerve damage when I had my teeth pulled out, so it really looks like I'm drooping when I talk, and so I gotta get that fixed. Ugh, drives me crazy. And I gotta get these things just fitting, because every time, I got the temporary filling thing in there until we can get the whole thing done, but it's like I get that done and then within 2-3 weeks, they don't fit anymore. So, yay. I'm not sure what's going to happen when we're finally done. It's like they're going to say, okay, they're finally fitting, and then 3 weeks later they're going to be all loose and floppy. So we're going to see. I hate the fact that I have dentures, but I was trapped before I was even born. My mother had to have dentures before she was into her mid-20s. My genetic father had to have dentures when he was in his mid-20s. Both of my parents, not a very good genetic heritage for teeth. And then where I grew up, in Bellingham, Washington, we've never had a lot of good water in this area, not a lot of minerals and such. And so my teeth never really had a chance. And I've always been a visceral chewer. I like to chew things. And that's why eating is so, one of the reasons eating is so boring now, because I'm trying to find things to show this as an example. This is going to look weird. It's like this is your jaw and these are your teeth. When you eat, your teeth move inside of your jawline. If you pull, the roots down here move inside of your jawline. There's all that visceral feedback from eating, and I loved that. I chewed ice. I was a cruncher. I loved crunching stuff. That visceral joy of chewing. I chewed chewing gum all the time. I had massive jaw muscles. They were almost terrifying in their strength because I was always chewing stuff. But even though I brushed my teeth and flossed and used it's not a it's a mouthwash, but it's not mouthwash, it's for your teeth. I've used that stuff and tried my best. by the time I was late 40s, my teeth were in such bad shape they had to start coming out, because if you go back and watch my older videos, my teeth are just crushed and worn down almost to the gum line, especially in the front. It was horrible. I talked terribly because I couldn't put my teeth, I can't even do it properly now, couldn't put my teeth up against, my tongue against the back of my teeth to talk properly. And so I sounded really weird. Really weird. And I sound weird now too, because of course I'm not talking with, you may see the teeth here, but on the inside, if you popped them open and I showed you what it was like on the roof of the mouth, it's the front of the tooth is like this, but then it only drops about that far, and then there's the denture back there. So there's just a nub of teeth this much from the inside going this way. So there's not a lot for me to brace my tongue on when I talk. Thumbs up for the win. And then of course the lower plate here is flopping around like I got a big mouthful of pebbles while I'm talking. Thumbs up. Good thing I've got practice now at holding my lips in a way that they hold my dentures down. Very tiring. And using the denture adhesive, that barely works. You're supposed to use tiny amounts, like you put a little tiny amount on one side, the other side for your lower plate, maybe a little bit up in the front, and that's supposed to last you all day. But if I don't take that and fill the entire lower plate with this huge earthworm of denture adhesive on the lower plate, then it doesn't even last for 1 or 2 bites during a meal. If I fill my lower plate so that it's that huge massive worm of denture adhesive holding my plate in place, by the time I'm halfway through a meal, it's gone. I'm just eating with the lower plate fall loose and floppy again. And if I just use those tiny amounts in the beginning, 1 or 2 bites, gone. Same with the upper plate. I mean, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Hopefully we'll get that fixed up when I go in there again to get these worked on again. Used to be the plate would clasp onto my tissue down there when I bit it down like that. Now it doesn't. For the win. Yeah, I'm all with my arms. I don't know why. I'm not really shaky. I'm just doing shaky for the camera there, and it was all a subconscious thing. So I don't know what I was trying to say. My apologies. I have not been doing anything exciting at all in my life now, because the past couple days I finish up my videos in here, and by the time I'm all done, it's usually around noon, 1 o'clock, because I finish my vlog, I do all this stuff, I work on a reaction, I do the editing and the rendering, I do a game video, I do the editing and rendering. I start at 6:30 in the morning recording, and by the time I'm all done, and start rendering my final video, it's usually 12 or 1 o'clock. And then I wander downstairs, mingle with the housemates, and we talk, we watch TV. He plays games, because I've got my X-Bone downstairs, and right now he's playing State of Decay and Battlefield 1, the World War I game. And that's fine. I mean, I mostly play my PS4. Eventually I'm gonna want it back, and that's fine, but right now it's, rather than just have it sit and not be used, it's at least being used. And he's really good at games like Battlefield 1. So I've talked to him before about getting a channel. I just gotta try and give him some hints, tips, and pointers about what to say and what not to say when you're being recorded and played on YouTube, because you don't want to sink your video career with one really dumb thing said. So I'm going to try and help him out that way. We'll see how that works out. Thumbs up on that. I mean, he may well refuse any help. It's hard to say. And that would be fine. I mean, I'm not a genius or a master or even know what I'm doing. So ignoring my advice is, in many cases, perfectly fine. So I'm not going to be upset if he does. So thumbs up on that. So yeah, past that, I mean, then after that, you know, if it's a day when she has to go to work, then we'll generally have dinner just before she goes to work, and then she leaves to go to work, and then I generally fall asleep these past couple days at right around 7 o'clock down in the recliner. You see, uh-oh, he's gone. There is a ham toro that belongs right here. I thought I'd put it back. Where is my little ham toro? Oh no, I have no idea where my ham toro is. But when I take ham toro downstairs, actually what I do for my recliner is the perfect shape. I put the little ham toro with his ears downward behind my neck, and then it braces my head upward perfectly. So I can sleep in my chair with the ham toro behind my head, and it doesn't destroy my neck with my head falling backward. And then, you know, occasionally I fall forward, but I'm more in a position like this and sleeping in my recliner, which is much better on my neck. So the ham toro is perfect for that. And then I tried to bring the ham toro back, and I failed. I'm not even sure where ham toro is. Must still be downstairs. I'm sorry. My apologies. And then, yeah, I come back upstairs to try and sometimes play a video game or watch a video, and then just head to bed. And after that, generally midnight, 1 o'clock at the very latest. And generally, if I go to bed at 1 o'clock, it's because I wake up after having fallen asleep in this chair. This is a great chair for sitting and doing videos and playing video games and all that. It's a wonderful chair. I love this thing. It's not really good for sleeping in, because the arm things are solid, and so if you wedge your arms into weird places, and if you're sleeping and you've got a little extra weight, you're pushing like your elbow joint into the hard stuff, and your nerves run through here, and you can catch them inside here, and if you do that, guess what? You've got paralysis of your hand again for a while. I've already had paralysis of my hand for over a year because I abraded the nerves in, well, both my arms, really. And they grew back. That's why I've got 80% use, 20% paralysis in this hand. The whole arm just feels weird all the time, not right. I can't feel the main muscle inside of here. I can only feel it by its absence, the muscles all around it moving. It's a weird feeling, and it's just clumsy, awkward, it hurts all the time. So thumbs up. But hey, at least it works. It's not like this. For over a year, all I could do was bring my fingers in like that, and then I had to let muscle tone and gravity bring them out. I could bring my thumb inward, and then muscle tone and gravity for it to go back out. And that was it. So it was a bad time. Anxiety all the time. If plus one, yeah, we'll call it plus one. If plus one is right-handed and minus one is left-handed and 0 is totally, completely ambidextrous, I'm like at 0.1, just right notched over just enough that it's my dominant hand, but everything I can do with this hand, I can do with this hand. So luckily, while this hand was out, I could do everything with this hand except for sign my name. So thumbs up on that. Yes, my hands are, this morning, I do have this much of my cannabis left. Not much, just shake now. But because of that, my hands are at least working. So that's the thumbs up. I am going to be checking my bank account today to see if those kind and generous donations have showed up. And if possible, I will be purchasing either RSO so I can sleep, or regular non-RSO just so that I can function and do things. So we shall see. Now we're at 15 minutes though, so what I'm going to do is try and bring myself forward again. Can't remember why I moved, and then make sure I'm halfway centered, and then I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. I've already opened up, where is the community page on my channel. I've got all my comments listed chronologically, so if I'm going to go through and thank people for leaving comments. If you like a shout out, if you could just let me know in the comments. If I catch it, I will let you have that shout out. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I do my very best. But Haley Lynch, thank you very, very much. And Nano Hazard, thank you, greatly appreciated. Oscar Chavez, thank you. Kame Burrow, hey, thank you very, very much. Always good to see you in the comments. Very, very cool. Breaker Games, same thing. Glad to see you in the comments as well. Always good. Very, very, it's cheerful and happy. Thank you. And then Jelly Jiggler 15. Oh, that's a cool name. Thank you very much. And then Aaron Ringer, thank you, greatly appreciated. And M. Maya, thank you, greatly appreciated. Z. Kyle, thank you. And then there is I'm Brawler Dubs, or Imbrawler Dubs, thank you very, very much. And then there is Evan McFlingan, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Marker for the Soul, ooh, how about that? And then Alex Laura, thank you very, very much. Gurren Lagan, thank you, greatly appreciated. I recognize your name from yesterday. And Drazwin, thank you very, very much. The Horror Files, thank you, greatly appreciated. Mexican Flam or Phlegm, I can't tell because the E, I guess their E's are 3's, so tried. Thank you very, very much. And Dan Horson Wells Williams, thank you. And then Pedro Mendez, thank you very, very much. And then there is El Thrasho Pioyoso, and then I guess it's kind of a smile thing, but thank you very, very much. And Jesse Gill, thank you, greatly appreciated. Irma Koboladze, thank you very, very much. And I'm sorry I mispronounced your name so poorly. And Madman, thank you very, very much. Jasper Alexanderson, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Chris Metal, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, each and every one of you. Yeah, I didn't care about the content of the comment. Whether it was a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment, did not matter. It was just the fact that you left a comment. Thank you very much, getting me out of my head into the world to interact with real people. Now, what I'm also going to do, if I've got this open, is I'm going to give a list, and not a list of greetings, just greetings to everybody in their home language. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language and you don't hear it, pop it into the comments. If I catch it, I'll add it. Bom dia, dia dit, dia gwit, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, buona dimanata, ohayo, librit, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terra homikos, yorigelt, bari luz, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, bokertov, jean dobry, labdien, dobre utro, mesa olheli, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, merhaba, and go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage, doesn't have to be crack cocaine, doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. No, the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Thumbs up on that. Well, I'm at 18 minutes, 45 seconds, so if you could check out some of the links down below there, that would be awesome. Quite a few of them, everything from Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, and my so great thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe, or all my Patreon.com patrons who are helping me out. For anybody that could continue to help, it would be greatly appreciated. But if you can't, or you don't worry about it. Just good wishes are nice. I take every good wish, I deposit it into the bank of my heart, and I draw interest. So thank you all very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I greatly appreciate all the positive validation I can get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be awesome, but only if you're really down with it. Pity subscriptions only help this bottle cap. They don't help anything else. But they help this. But they don't help me, they don't help you. But there's a moth in here. But if you do subscribe, hope to keep you forever and ever and ever. Well, hey, I've got like well, 10 seconds left. So you take care. I'm going to have a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. Hopefully I'm going to be awake so I can start streaming, and hopefully I'm going to get me an HDMI cable. So you take care, and I'll see you on the flip side.